ladies and gents, PhantomJay here, and welcome back to Mega Man 1 via the Mega Man Legacy Collection. But before we get back to it, let me show off this one thing real quick. Here, if you hit the touchscreen, you can open up this nice little menu, which lets you basically save state, load your state. You can reset the game if you need to, if you have recording fuck-ups like I do. And a whole bunch of other stuff you can mess with. Now, back to main game. In today's episode, we'll be going after Elect Man, who, if I could elect for something, it would be one of the harder robot masters to beat without his weapon weakness, just because he can kill you in 3 hits, which is really, really painful, but even worse than that is like the Mega Buster basically does like one tiny little smidge of damage to him, so yeah, but thankfully we have his weakness, which thankfully he dies in 3 hits, so that's pretty fair trade there. So right off the bat, you want to use the rolling cutter, deal with the floor sliding dudes, and this part right here, you just want to actually right here you want to switch to the pellet. Elect Man's stage is rather more platform heavy, I want to say. I mean, there are enemies, obviously, like those guys right there. You want to wait for their eyes to extend before you take a shot at them. But, like you saw right there, you can, like, get in between the lasers, so you won't get hit by them. So there's a tip right there. Now, these blocks right here, you just want to be patient, read the pattern. I kind of just jumped the gun there, my bad. And right here, you want to jump. Don't jump there, jump up here, climb the ladder, and here we go. Ah, shit. No, I'm kidding. You gotta wait for the blocks to reappear and all that. I guess I could say that there's only 2 blocks at a time. Just keep that in mind. Don't go for that health power-up. It's a Kaizo trap. There's no way to get out of it without dying, so don't bother. Just keep moving forward. Now this part right here is where we have a long... Well, technically we're climbing up earlier, but here we have so many ladders. I recommend this part because it's a lot more easier to manage. Then again, you should have rolling cutter through here. Another thing you should have is Gutsman's weapon, which I think it's called a strong arm. I didn't really get to show off. Well, that's because we ended on being Gutsman, but here it is. The super arm lets you pick up blocks that you can throw at enemies. Very situational. Not a good weapon at all, but it did help us get a very helpful tool called the magnet beam, which I'll make sure to show off later when we get past this tower section here. So one thing I haven't really talked about is the music. I love Mega Man music a lot. There's such catchy tunes, like Mega Man 1 soundtrack's okay, but like I do love me some Cut Man. Elect Man's theme is so good. I mean, you just go look up Elect Man's theme, it's really catchy, so uplifting and all that. Now this part right here, I like to let the thing jump down to get you. Now sometimes he likes to jump off and kill himself, just like that. So, you use Guts arm here, throw the block, and now you can't reach here. But, thanks to our new weapon, well, not weapon, it's not a weapon, it's more like a tool, the magnet beam, that lets you make a little platform for you. Sorry about that. But it's not just like a little platform that sticks to walls, no, you can just make a whole bridge of this. But I will say, you gotta be mindful of the timing, because there isn't a really big tell to it, which kind of makes, which is kind of annoying admittedly, but really helpful. Like this part right here, what I like to do is, oop, haha, sucker. So, also, I should say this, it's required, you know, this isn't optional, it's required. Not for this stage, for the Wily stages, which we will get to later. Now we want to select Cut Man's weapon, Now this part, we just gotta avoid the lightning bolts. Just mind your timing and all that. You know, like, oh shit. Sorry, I kind of like pressed up while reaching for something. Like I said, mind your timing, you know. When one disappears, like, when that appears, just march forward and all that. And we should be right at the boss. Yes, Elect Man. Sometimes Mega Man faces the left, I don't know why. But Elect Man can be really annoying. That beam is so hard to dodge, but you saw how much health it does, but they kind of give you a tip, because that kind of flew by way too fast. I recommend you throw a cut blade for the first attack. Hop onto the block so you can hopefully avoid the Elect Beam. The Elect Beam kind of like travels in a weird arc. That makes it very hard to dodge, so yeah. Make sure you just hop over it if you can. So, since we got Elect Man's weapon, we will go after Iceman, who is weak to Elect Man's weapon, his weapon does as much damage to Elect Man's, like 3 hits and you're dead. But I think he has easier pattern, and I did Mega Buster him. I will say he is pretty hard, though, for the most part. Now, this right here, I'm going to show off the Elect Beam, because it's considered like the best weapon in the game. Very powerful, lots of ammo, travels pretty far, very durable, because like when you hit an enemy, it just keeps passing through. And also kills these 4 guys. Booyah. Also aims like upward and downward, which admittedly is kind of weird, but it does help a lot in later levels, like Fireman's level. I'll be sure to show off there. But yeah, Iceman stage, like, so far it's easy, but trust me, it will get so annoying. Like, I highly recommend that you get the Magnet Beam before you do this stage. You know, see right there is the Elect Beam kind of like hits downward. Very helpful. Very, very, very helpful. How fitting that Elect Man's weakness kills you in 3 hits is weapon kills you 3 hits. We have more disappearing blocks. You want to jump up here, jump up there, there, and there. Now, this part right here, I'm just going to say screw it, use the Magnet Beam. Just because, you know, I just want to get this over with. I mean, I love this game, but, like, this stage can be really painful, especially this part right here. Those guys are assholes, and I'll tell you why while passing through them with Magnet Beam. They have a random pattern, you know, there's no set order where they fly. There are times where you can clip through them, like, I had a playthrough where, like, I tried jumping onto platforms, right? For, like, 10 minutes, he would just kept, like, hovering to the left, and I wasn't able to do a damn thing about it, you know, so that's why I highly recommend you use the Magnet Beam. Let's see. No, I should be good. Elect Man's weapon is actually pretty good against Iceman, because it takes 3 hits just as well. There's another jumping guy. It should kill him, for the most... Don't make me wrong! Oh, I did kill him at least. I guess I just wasn't fast enough, but... Iceman won't be too much of a problem for me, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. I didn't want to shoot there because I was afraid I was going to run out of ammo for Elect Man. But like I said, it takes 3 hits to kill him, so... Well, Iceman likes to, he runs back to the corner, shoots his ice. Let's see. I'm not sure what the weapon's called. It's like Ice Blade? No, not Ice Blade. Whatever it is, he's pretty simple. What I recommend you do if you don't have his weakness is, like, go to the very left, like, time your jumps when the icicles come, and, just keep, he doesn't move, but I think he only moves when you get close to him. I'm not too entirely sure, because while I can beat him with Mega Buster, I don't really recommend it. It's just easier to use the Light Beam. Now to the final stage, Fireman. I was too busy talking about Iceman, I didn't even talk about Fireman, or make like a really bad pun about fire. Well, I guess you can say this Let's Play's heating up. So, the Light Beam's pretty helpful here, just so you can get rid of those turrets, those fireballs. They're not too bad. I mean, just be careful you're not jumping over like a pit. Now, just to show off the Ice Blade, I think it's called Ice Blade, I might be wrong. It can actually freeze the fireball pillars, and you can just hop right over here. So that's helpful. The ice weapon only freezes enemies, but it does damage Fireman, who is another robot master I didn't really beat without his weakness, just because he has a very random pattern. I'll be sure to explain why when we get to him, but this stage is pretty simple. Mind the electrical fire bolts of fire. Let's see. I'm going to use Ice Blade here just because it's a pain to dodge these. It's a pain to like time those fireballs or fire pillars, so just use the Ice Blade there. Ice Blade has plenty of ammo, so you shouldn't be too butthurt about it. I thought I can just walk through there. You can actually fall down there and won't die. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Thankfully, Thankfully, the items still stay, like, frozen, even if you select another weapon. Fireman's stage isn't really all that hard, to be honest. I mean, there's fire pillars, and if you don't have an ice weapon, it is kind of a pain to traverse through. Especially if you have bad timing like me, because, like, I don't know, it's hard to time these, you know? Oh, man. Oh, I should mention that lava down there is basically like a bombless pit. Now this section here, I have no idea how you're supposed to avoid it without the magnet beam. Just make a little platform here and boom. Like seriously, I have no idea how you're supposed to avoid that without the magnet beam. If you guys know how, make sure you drop a comment below. Right here, I recommend the Light Beam, so you can take care of the floor tile enemies, as I like to call them. Like I said, my favorite weapon is the Light Beam, so I'll try not to use it too much, but it is a pretty good weapon, you know. I like to spice up my Mega Man games by using the different weapons and whatnot. Oh my god. Whew. My heart stopped when that... Oh my god. Oh god. I honestly thought I was going to fall in the pit. Oh. So, since we'll be here for a while... There we go. Before you whip out Iceman like I just did, make sure you take care of the enemies down in the hallway. I'm going to fill up Iceman. It doesn't take too much ammunition to kill Fireman, so that's good. Sorry. I got distracted by something. Grab Iceman. That should be the last enemy. Oh no. Ah, who cares? Now right here is Fireman, who loves to throw fireballs at you like a maniac. Like, look at this pattern. Like, how do you read this? Like, he just keeps throwing. He keeps chucking all those fire. Oh my god, I almost died. Like, look at that. Oh my god, if I had one less little digit of health, I would have died there. But thankfully, we managed to clear Fireman safe and sound. And now that we have beaten all the robot masters, Miss Dr. Wily shows up on the menu, and we will tackle him. And we tackle him. Oh no! Hut! Hut! Anyway, after that, we'll be sure to tackle Dr. Wily next time. This is PhantomJay, signing out.